Oldies&Goodies here. Another segment of my coins I'm showing off. Quite a few, this is just the pennies. And I usually go through boxes, $50 boxes or bags of coins. Well, I mean, yeah. Anyways, we'll get to it. Oops. Um, Down here is a box of 100 capsules. Okay. And I have it from Canada. Let's see, Canada. What's going on here? Why is it not working? Deactivate. And activate. There we go. Okay. Down here, the very first slot, I have like BU or uncirculated, almost AU, Canada tubes. Okay. Now this is a way of sorting coins. Because you want the best Canadian coins possible, right? That's what you're supposed to look for. Canada doesn't make pennies anymore. They don't produce it. So it's best to keep some of the good ones, especially the copper ones. This copper you can cash in eventually for a profit at $3.50 a pound. Okay, it's a pound. It's not a valuable metal, unlike silver and gold, palladium, platinum. Let me bring the mic down here so you can hear me. How's that? A little better? Okay, well, anyways, what I do is then I got the 2009, which is a rarer, not rare, but coins that are low in mintage. And you got the presidential, you got the formative years, you've got the early years, and of course the professional years. So, and there's in 2009 they P&D, Philadelphia and Denver. It says 2009 D presidential, and you keep the best ones. The problem with 2009, those are the years that are zinc, copper coated zinc. They changed that in 1982, and being that President Abraham Lincoln, this is a tribute to him of his life and his life. So the best thing to do is to keep as many as you can. If you haven't already bought rolls, and get the best BU coins. The D's I don't have as much because I'm on the East Coast, but that's the D professional, and then you got the professional Philadelphia. And of course it starts out the early years. I usually give them away as gifts, and I roll them up and give them away, stuff like that. Now the way I sorted my boxes, okay, here's Canada, and let's see. I know I got a Canadian penny I put in there already. Let me look. see it. Interesting. Well, anyways, I got a Canadian penny to put in into this tube or capsule. Tube, actually, is what it's called. And then these were pennies. There's 2, 4, 6 of them that I got from the can. What do you call it? They were doing gifts, whatever. Um, and I bought $100 box of whatever was in there. I already showed it all. And these were in the box. So what I started out 58. Okay. Actually, I started out. These are Esmit wheats, older wheat pennies, because I would have to have like 2 boxes. So these are, and since I don't get a lot of San Francisco, but I live on the East Coast, it's nice to have. And the other thing I do with this box, there's people that need a penny, give a penny, whatever. I mean, I'm help them fill their books out by going, okay, well, he's looking for S-Mint marks. These are all the S-Mint marks I have. That's it. This is under wheat pennies. So what I'll do is I'll go through and try to help them out. Anybody. And hopefully find a wheat penny that can go in their book. So let's see, where are we at? Anyway, there was some really nice coins. I lost a coin somewhere. Oh, well. This is a 53D, 49, 54D, another 54D, and wherever that penny went. Somewhere in there, somewhere. And this is 62. Okay, that's a memorial. So what I did was I started out at 58, and I did all the D's, because you're not gonna have a lot of S's anyways. But if you do, that's why I started this, a tube of that. So 58D, 58, 57D, and I put the labels on it. And we're gonna go, oh, there's the penny I was looking for. And this is, I can't see it, so we'll put it under the scope. Boop, 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 boop. Look at that pucker face. This is a 58D also. 58, 54, 60. So 58D is the last year of the wheat pennies. Philadelphia, Denver. I'm not sure San Francisco. So we'll put this. We'll go back here. We'll try to make it as short a video as possible, but it's pennies. And we'll get the 58D out. And because this is a really nice coin, it's reddish, not kind of red brown maybe. Been touched a few times. And we'll put it in the tube. Okay, well, once I get a whole tube filled up of the 58Ds, if there's any errors that I know about, I'll go through the whole row, spread them out, and look for errors and varieties. It could be double die, it could be, just per se, maybe. It could be repunch mint mark, stuff like that. So, in this, like I said, it goes 58D, it goes to 54, and then you start the next row, 53D to 48D, etc., etc. So the next one is These are more like brown red. They're really nice shape. And I keep wheat pennies anyways. There's a little bit of value to it, but 54D, there's 2 pennies. And this is all I have of the 54D. There's one in there that's like BU. You could say almost uncirculated, red. And in order to get these out, I use a toothpick. Um, there you go. The toothpick doesn't damage the coin. So I'm gonna put these in here, and like I said, I got these from the Can auction to help out, to help them. What do you call it? Sorry, I just got out of the hospital and I'm doing a little better right now. I decided to do a video. I hope you can hear me. Yep, it looks like it's working. So what we do, I'll show you the condition of this coin, which doesn't matter, but we'll put it under the scope just so we can look at it. And 54D. Now, of course, if I find an error coin, oops, like the BIE would be a die chip between the B and the E, and it's like an I, so we call it a BIE error. Sometimes you can find, if you look real carefully, you could find a doubling maybe. No doubling, but that's not bad coin. So that goes in my little container next to that BU coin. And this is the other 54D. Takes a lot to do videos instead of just going on a live stream. Oops. All right. So it takes a little bit of time, and I don't want to push it too far. But hey, you're learning as I'm learning. And we used to have a guy that he passed away, Ken Peavy, and he was very, very close into coins, knowing a lot about them. So let's look at this 54D and see. A lot of times these 50s will be a BIE error, or it might be a repunchment mark. I hope you guys are hearing me well. Not good. Maybe hopefully I don't have to do this again. So that's 54D. And then the next culprit is a 53D, which is the next row up. And go there for a minute. And there's quite a few, so I guess they printed a lot or minted a lot of them. Oh. And that's gonna go in there. Like I said, once it gets full, unless I know that I found all the errors in the row, I'll go back and recheck them and go through them, because you want 50 pennies, right, in a row. There's the 53D. This is what it looks like. Voila. The D's got a little bit of ding in it, extra. Yep, no error and no doubling. A lot of times you won't find any on the backside, but we'll take a look at it. Look at the weak stalks. Look at the one. Sometimes you can find a die crack where the coin's got a crack where the die hit it incorrectly. Or cuds are like a piece of metal from the die that smashed down on and created a folded piece of metal over the rim of the coin, over the virtual reverse. And the other thing is, you might find doubling. That's a little bit more valuable coin. Now we're gonna do the 49. Like I said, I keep wheat pennies, and when I going through bags of coins, it's $50 in coins, or per se, a $25 box of pennies. Looking for wheat pennies, looking for errors, looking for something that doesn't belong. It's, all the above. And then you put them in flips like these flips that they put these in, and you put it in a book. Because it's an error coin, it's worth more than a penny. Everything's worth more than a penny. Now this one here I said was a 60 what? 62, and it's a beautiful coin. Look at the gloss of the copper. And so I'll put it over, take a look at it. Oh, United States. What's that? And this is a memorial. Now, as I was saying, we'll go down and what did I say the date was? See, look at that. See now. 62. Hey, it's my birthday in 64. So today's the 13th, so the 15th is my birthday. So that'll be what? Saturday? 13th? No, it'll be Sunday. So happy birthday, Albert. Oldies and Goodies, Uncle Al. So a lot of these, you don't want to touch copper because it'll leave fingerprints on it. But this is a beautiful coin. And now I got it out, I'll show it to you. And you try to touch the edges, or you use a glass cleaning cloth. Okay. And that was a 62. And we're going to go up here to 62, 69, 62. There you go. So let me go over the box one more time, a little bit. Now, hold on. And change the camera view. There we go. Go back to the box. Now, in 1968, I think it was 68, and up to 74, they made S mint marks, but they released them to the public. And then after that, all the S mint marks were proof, meaning made by the mint. So you'll get 73, 74, 72, stuff like that. So I keep the S mint marks, of course, because I'm on the East Coast. So we explain it. But if you go here, like I said, from Canada, the 2009 wheat S mint mark, and then it go wheat pennies. You don't need to go all the way up to 1909 because you're not going to find a lot of older coins when you coin roll hunting. So I stop at 36, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. I really don't need to do the Denver mint. But these are all old older than 38, 36, older than 36. And then, of course, I start up here with these two rows here, and those are the S mint marks for 68 to 74. And then the 82, there was 8 different pennies made that year. 8 different varieties. You got the large date copper, 82 Denver. Look, I don't have any. And you got the 82 large date copper. Okay, the 82D. And the 82 small date copper. I don't have it. I got rid of them back into the circulation. But when I start going through, you have to weigh these on a scale to find out if it's zinc or if it's copper. The zinc pennies weigh, hold on, let me think here. Anyways, they weigh less than the copper does. See now. And what I do is there is a error coin that's worth a lot of freaking money. That's an 82 small date or large date 82 copper. Hold on, no, 82D. That's what it is. So the 82D large date copper, they weren't supposed to make, and they made it. So you're talking thousands of dollars. I'm trying to teach you a little bit, even though I'm kind of messing up a little bit. Anyways, I go from 81 or 82 all the way back to 1959 up here. So this half of the box, so much, is all memorial pennies. And then you got different ones like the 59D. There's an error in 59, and they made a wheat penny that year. Good luck finding it. Nobody else has. And then you got the 1960 large date, 60D large date. Then you got the 60 small date. Then you got the 1960D up here top shelf. Anyways, that's small date. And then, of course, the whole point of doing this is to look for, well, first of all, it's hard to find wheat pennies. You got to search for them. And they're getting far and few between going to penny hunts, which I do penny hunts, like I said. But like the 60s, they were a deep depression, meaning they were stamped really hard, and it's a beautiful looking penny, like the 62 I showed you. So they don't lose their. All right. So anyways, the whole idea of doing this too is to find an error coin that's worth thousands of dollars, or it could be worth tens to hundreds of dollars, And so that's my scoop on this box of. You only need one box to do it. So, you set yourself up and do coin roll hunting, and you might be able to find something that's it's valuable, make money, right? I'm gonna stop here, and I'm gonna come right back, and I'm gonna show you my collection, my mom's collection, my sister's collection, and my collection of pennies. This is all about pennies. So hopefully that helps you. Like I said, pennies. penny books, Whitman's. You feel I can't remember how much a whole book or books will pay out, but you get the 1909 VDB or the 1909 Wheat Penny, which is the first year of the Wheat Penny and first year of Lincoln on a coin. Yeah, you're talking thousands of dollars, hundreds and thousands of dollars that you could make doing Lincoln stuff. So, um, yeah. Let me just keep going. It's been 25 minutes, and we'll go down and I'll show you my collection. This is just wheat pennies. Okay, and it starts out. This is the Warman book, 1909 to 1958. That's the years of thing. And I'm only missing a few, but they're all valuable coins. All right, meaning I could do better on some of the coins. Oh, don't mess up. All right, but 1909 VDB, as you can see, I have one. I don't have the 1909 SVDB. There was only 484,000 made, and they're going to be harder and harder to find. And then you got the 1909, and then you got the 1909S, San Francisco. So they weren't making Denver's back then. Not until 1911? Yeah, 1911. So I'm missing the 09 SVDB and the 09S. Of course I am. The 09S, they made 2 million of them. And that's a rough estimate. 1910S I'm missing. 1911S. 1912D. And like I said, these are harder to get because there's less, they produce less coinage. Like this one here is 4 million, the 1911S. The 10S was 6 million coins. The 12D was 10 million coins. And then you get to the 12S, so you only made 4 million. And then I'm missing the 13S, the 14D, and the 14S. Yeah, I banged my arm up pretty good. And then that's what? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm missing the 22D. There was no 22 made. So if you find a 1922 without the D, and it can't be rubbed off, you got some money there. Then you got the 24D, which they made 3 million of them, and the 26S, they made 5 million. Everything else is over 12, 13 million dollars, or vintage. And then the year of the steel penny, which these here have been refurbished, or whatever you want to call them. Back in the 80s, they started trying to save them, but it's zinc coated steel pennies they pick up with a magnet. So there's the 43, 43D, and 43S. And that's during World War II. That's why they ended up coming out with the steel sets, because they needed the copper and brass to make military ammunition. And this ends at, like I said, 1958D. And I threw a couple more in here and stuff. Now, when I got that box from Can, or the Tribe, it had a 1909 VDB and a 1909 VDB. I had two of them. And I left them in the, yeah, this tells you about the wartime steel sets. Copper was essential for manufacturing war materials during World War II, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, they made zinc over copper pennies. This is my sister's book, but my sister's name's not Megan. Apparently, her friend gave her a book to work on, and then she gave me the book to work on. I was like, okay, whatever. And this starts out 41 to 1974, and as you can see, see if I can do this so you can see it. I'm missing the 41S, the 42S, of course the S's. They're not hard to find, but I don't have them. Because I live on the East Coast, right? The steel pennies, as you can see, these have not been refurbished or repunched, whatever. With the zinc layer, they're fresh. 44S, 46S, 47D, and I should have that one somewhere. And then the 46S, 47S, and 46S, 48S. That's it. Oh, and I should have this one, 54S. No, I don't have it. And then I'm missing 75D, which is a real nice coin that I'm going to put in there. But as you can see, there are BU or red brown mostly. Then you start getting into brown red, and you get into brown. The older you go. So I hope you're following what I'm doing. I'm also showing my collection off. So maybe I'll get a few coins, fill the book, right? All right, and then my mom's books. She was infatuated with wheat pennies, and I tried like hell to help her out because I was the coin collector of the family, and she left me her books and my and some of my coins back. But this book goes to 1909 to 1940. And of course, it's going to have less coins than I have. But you got the 1909 SVDB, the 1909S I don't have. The 09 VDB, 09 I have. 10S, 11D, 11S. These are all key dates that I don't have. So there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 on that page. Then after the 16, 16, 16D, 16S, I think I'm missing a few 20s in the 20s I'm missing. And then 30s. Teens, 20s and 30s are hard to get. So there's my mom's collection. There's something going on there. That looks like a steel cent, but it's a 26, so it's got environmental damage is what it's called. And then this is another book just like my sister has. And it has the steel sets. Starts from 41 and goes to 1974. And when you get closer to the 70s, 60s, somewhere around there, you start getting into these red BU coins, very uncirculated. BU is not really a grade. AU, and the only reason we say BU, but would be MS, mint state, better quality coin. The only reason we say BU because it's brand uncirculated. It really looks good. And that book ended in what, 1974, and this picks up in 1975. And of course, they're all going to be beautiful looking coins. And then this has the 2009 that I was showing you in the book, 2009, 2009D, and these are the different varieties: formative years, early years, etc. So there you go. I figured I'd just keep going and spend 35 minutes. Not bad. So those are my penny collection. Let me change cameras there. Hello. I got nose something plugged in my nose. Look at airline. I ended up going, like I say, going to the hospital and having heart problems. What do you call it? Too much potassium in my body, and my blood sugar went sky high. So I was in there for like 5 or 6 days, and they helped me out. The hospital did. I got good things to say about hospitals and bad things to say about hospitals, but you know where I'm coming from. Thank you for watching my video. Please like and subscribe. Uh, Hopefully, you guys learned something. If you got any questions, how I do things, why I do things, etc., just send me an email. I'm always giving away coins, like I showed you. I keep those pennies with me to help people out with their books, because people has helped me out with my books. So it's kind of like a help me, I help you type deal, penny per penny. So that's the way I look at it. Paying it forward. Alright, all I gotta do is say Oldies out and stop the recording, and on with the show. Or wait, you've already watched it now. Thank you. Have a great Friday the 13th.